complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Weaving deceits is so easy for me, 'cause the loathing I've had from the start. Evil disease, all the hatred it breeds, as I'm down on my knees, torn apart. Take me away, set me on fire, there's no other way. Seek on live. Get tickets as low as 130 TAR. You might also like Paranoid and Aroused, Korn, Down Bad, Taylor Swift, The Alchemy, Taylor Swift. Give me a reason, 'cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Where do I run? Where do I hide? Give me a reason to end my life. Where do I run? Where do I hide? Give me a reason to get out alive. Give me a reason, 'cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Give me a reason, 'cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Give me a reason. Try to trick and steal it. Yeah, yeah. Your head will collapse. If there's nothing in it, then you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? 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 In the water, see it swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rock, except the little fish bumped into me. Swear he's trying to talk to me. Say wait, wait, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. I was swimming in the trick is spinning, yeah. Your head will collapse if there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is? Way out in the water, see it swimming. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground, try this trick and spin it, yeah. Is there nothing in his eye? God, I need to know, is it true? You like my girls? Do you think we look like girls? Would it cause a sexual block if you saw great big socks? Let me see, I keep driving faster, going through the roof. I wanna run a delicatessen love that don't make me approve. Action camera, lipstick lights, I fit in Mercedes tights. No one knows I play guitar, wearing her red bra. Is it true? You like my curls? Do you think we look like girls? Would it cause a sexual block if you saw great big socks? Let me see, I keep driving faster, going through the roof. I wanna run a delicatessen love that don't make me approve. Action camera, lipstick lights, I fit in Mercedes tights. No one knows I play guitar, wearing her red bra. Is it true? You like my girls? Do you think we look like girls? Would it cause a sexual block if you saw great big socks? Keep them in the dark for life. Can you hide them from the
This is Console Wars, the card game. Featuring more famous video games than you can shake a stick at, Console Wars finally allows you to win a war you've been fighting and probably losing on the internet your entire life. Quit being a keyboard warrior with the warm embrace of anonymity to protect you. Now you and your friends can fight on the front lines, battling for incredible franchises, exclusivity, and eventual victory. Collect some of the most famous video game franchises of all time. Protect them with loyal and frighteningly dedicated fans. Brave the volatile video game industry and claim the ultimate victory in the console wars. Your favorite video game making mega corporation needs you. Enlist today. Head to consolewarsgame.com. Pick up a copy of Console Wars, the card game, outshine your rivals, and prove that your platform reigns supreme. Out now. This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the Xbox Era podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything XboxEra does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Headlines, Xboxera's twice weekly show that covers all of the latest and greatest from across this wonderfully weird, crazy industry. We are looking at September 25th today. I'm your host, John, and joining me, as always, is reviews editor Jesse Norris. Hello, mate. Hello again, after our little TGS stream this morning.
I didn't go back to bed either. I'm not a
fun
bitch like Ursel.
Yeah, you know, Canadian, isn't he? Can't handle that early start.
Well, he's played 750 hours of Silk Song, so he's very tired.
Plays it fast and loose with the, you know, the delivery times of stuff. You know, it's just how he rolls.
And he works at a place with deliveries. It's not good.
Wow, weird. As a bonus for our wonderful Patreon members, we make audio versions of these episodes available for them to listen to in the Patreon app, or if they connect to their Spotify account, they can listen to it there instead. If you want to become an awesome individual and support XboxEra directly, consider doing so by heading over to patreon.com/XboxEra. Now, we've got a pretty jam-packed show, really, because there's on our show run, there's only two things, but they're full of things like as sub-things. But before we do that, if you are on the lookout for another Bullet Heaven, auto shooter, you know, Deep Rock Galactic, Vampire Survivors type game, then you might want to check out the review for Extremely Powerful Capybaras, which is live on xboxera.com right now. It's another one of these sorts of addictive games, instead featuring adorable giant hamsters. But yeah, that's from Fairy Empire. It's live on the site.
His 48th review since Ursel started Silksong.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really showing us.
I put out a review yesterday too. I was not planning to.
No, I know. Yeah.
When I was doing the ID at Xbox thing a couple weeks ago, there was this game called Moon Mystery, which is
Is
just
it on Xbox though?
yeah. I played on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
It's an Xbox Play Anywhere game. It's way more ambitious than it should have any right to be. You are a moon man working in a moon plan. It's a first-person shooter. You shoot lots of robots as a moon man, but also it's got some AI art. Like looking at these hands here, boy, those are ugly-looking hands. But along with shooting all the robots, it's got like you drive a rover, you fly a ship, you drive a submarine, you drive a regular car at the end back on Earth. Like, it's really ambitious. Cosmos Scouts, I believe, are the developers of it. It was like $20, I think. It's not good. I gave it a 5.5, but it was an entertaining 5.5. I was very surprised at it. It's definitely feels like AI translation on the fully voice acted script, but also the syntax and like the way people talk is definitely off. In that fun, weird Euro janky way. So kind of pretty, like a lot prettier than it was on launch on PC, oddly enough, but that was about a year ago. So I got a text review up. I streamed it yesterday. I streamed like almost a third of it, and then I just beat it over the next. I streamed about half of it, and then I just kept playing after the stream and beat it. Game really goes weird places. Involves time travel, but you are hopping across the galaxy through portals and piloting little robot vehicles that feel like the Mako from Mass Effect in the bad way. And killing a lot of robots with various military weaponry that you can fully kit out. Like it is super ambitious for being a weird corridor shooter most of the time. But then like you're out in space and you're jumping around platforms and there's no gravity, and so you've got to shoot your gun to send yourself flying around, and it feels bad. But it's also cool that they tried it.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's really poorly balanced. Like enemies will just pop up out of nowhere and they can kill you in a couple seconds sometimes. So you gotta be careful. But your health regenerates bam, it's just back in like 3 seconds. So it's a weird one. If it's ever on sale, pretty cheap, and you've either got an Xbox or a PC, it might be worth checking out. It was surprisingly interesting for not being good at all.
Well, there you go. Oh dear, it's been a day. We've got several things to break down. Microsoft had their Tokyo Game Show broadcast for Xbox. Sony had their State of Play earlier yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of reviews out for some pretty big games.
Not from us.
So let's dive into it.
Damn it.
Yeah, let's dive into things. Tokyo Game Show first. Xbox had their stream. We live streamed it earlier. The big headline
they put up
news.
a podcast breaking their own showdown.
Oh,
Xbox
cool.
Momentum in Asia with what looks like the lead of Xbox Japan, Sarah and Jeff, all hanging out, sitting on the chairs.
You can give that a watch if you'd like. But I think the headlines for this one, lots of Japanese games that had previously skipped the platform are now either shadow dropped today.
It wasn't a lot compared to some other years. Yeah. Phil's looking.
I'd argue that
ripped.
Most of them are there now. So
yeah, that is. Ursula and I were talking about. It's like for a while it was, well, my God, we got to get everything. Like we have nothing from Square and nothing from Koei Tecmo, and it's like we got most of it now. Koei Tecmo it hadn't been, with especially the romancing games and like the Nobunaga and some of the other ones that they just haven't brought over. But they're bringing over a very well reviewed. Was a Romancing Saga 2, the 7 somethings, I forget. But that released last year. It's like an 81 on OpenCritic. It's well liked. They got a new Gungrave game. Hopefully this one plays better.
I think isn't it a remake, not a new one?
Well, yeah. A new release of an old Gungrave game, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea about the series, but Ursula knew it immediately. And Nick was like, how do you know what this is? And I was like, because he reviewed one. Oh, Tom Warren in the chat. Giving you the info you want for the next topic, John.
Oh, jolly good. I bet that's going to come in at like 4:00.
Mm.
So I better be on the ball for that. I did wonder, Mr. Warren, I did wonder like how they could have the Tokyo Game Show broadcast and not tell everybody. Like they had a whole section. Sarah Bond was there, ready to say, "Here's how much this is. Here's where
They
you'll
were
be able to
still
order it. It's live."
negotiating right up to the end.
I mean, from what I've heard, and from some leaks like from Argos and stuff, I've heard that if you're in the UK and basically anywhere that's not America, you might be pleasantly
You will be asleep,
surprised.
he says. John. 1 a.m. UK time.
Oh.
I won't do any.
Oh no.
Yeah. 8 p.m. for me. I'll be too tired.
I'll be up. I'll get it done. But yeah, if you're anywhere other than the US, you might be pleasantly surprised. I think is probably how it's going to shake out. But like, let's see what happens. But it's good to know that is coming.
Mm-hmm.
The big banner headline though from Tokyo Game Show more than anything else, which was unfortunately leaked by their own social media accounts, was Forza Horizon 6. Yes, it is in Japan. Yes, it will feature a stylized, super layered, super detailed version of Tokyo. As well as countryside areas. And it is Xbox exclusive for a short period of time, console-wise.
Just at launch is all they've said. Yeah.
Yeah. With the PS5 version announced, but coming later.
Mm-hmm.
Frequently clever and always on point, Mike Ybarra congratulated the team on Twitter today, saying Forza Horizon is the best racing series. However, he feels that why he was not sure why there was an expected delay launch on PlayStation. Just launch it everywhere at the same time. Continued confusing messaging in or out, not both. I'll play on Steam, so I don't care. But
It's
let the
not
studio
confusing.
make dollars. And I'm
It's
like,
the opposite of confusing. They literally just state up front, yes, it will, not right away.
yeah,
Like they
and
did with Indie, but in a better way than Indie.
this is where I like it is, and seeing people try and argue this, I'm like, right, like common sense. There's a finite amount of time. There's a finite number of working hours in a year with a finite team that are making a thing, a complex thing, right? And I get it. You as the consumer maybe don't give a monkeys how hard video games are to make. But if you're even somewhat like understanding of the complexities involved, that team is making the game. And people are like, well, why aren't they doing the PS5 version? And it's probably genuinely because they can't do all of them at once and ensure the quality level that they want and all the feature sets that they want. Did Playground Games develop the PlayStation 5 version
Panic
of
button.
Forza Horizon 5? No, because Playground Games aren't geared up for full PlayStation multi-team development. They have been Xbox and PC exclusives since, well, forever, more or less. So people going, oh, why aren't they doing this? Because they're optimizing the game first, and then it will probably be another studio that makes the PS5 port. Like, that's not hard to understand. So why are we pretending it is? I don't understand people. Like, I can understand if you're like, oh, well, it would be better for the team and for the developer and for the publisher, Microsoft in this case, to have one, Bosh, here's Forza Horizon 5, it's on 6, it's on everything. Yeah, totally get that point. But it ignores the reality of there's a set group of people making a thing and it's really complicated, and asking them to make the extra thing for the extra platform and including PS5 Pro and all the performance improvements that could be had on that console all at once is not going to happen. And they have a timeline set out and they have other games they need to be aware of, Grand Theft Auto 6, within that year. And that's why. Like, we know the answer. So I don't know. I thought Mike Ybarra worked in this industry. I thought he would understand
Not anymore.
this as a concept. Like, I don't know. I find people being weird about it weird.
Well, because it's people who are going to come at it either way. It's either, wow, pathetic, it's everywhere at launch, or it's, thank losers, now you beta test for us. Like, they're always going to have an angle to be shitty. They don't actually care.
It's very silly. Yeah, but either way, I'm a bit frustrated, and I think we expressed this on the Tokyo Game Show stream, a bit frustrated that we didn't actually get to see Forza Horizon 6. However, we do know January's going to roll around sooner or later, and we're going to probably get a nice deep dive. And from memory, every single time they've revealed a Forza Horizon, they've always done really excellent here's all the features, like here's everything that you can do.
It's
and
always
they
been a
just do it
long
so well.
segment at one of their own main showcases. So announcing it here and just giving a tease makes sense. With the plan was always surprise announce here, make everyone go whoa, and that still probably happened for a lot of people watching. Yeah. But for us who have known for months because of leaks, and then this morning because of leaks, like if no one knew and it just popped up, it would have been oh shit, cool, we'll get to see it in January. Wish I could have seen it now thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
it's fun. Any other call outs from Tokyo Game Show that you're particularly excited for that you think
I think things that people will care about were with Monster Hunter Stories 3 coming to Xbox at launch. Everyone's like, and Jez was like, where the heck are 1 and 2? We never got them. And they weren't on because they were empty framework games that couldn't work on the new GDK while it was incompatible with whatever systems that Capcom had. Once that got fixed with the Marvel vs. Capcom collection and the Capcom arcade collection, people were like, okay, can we please get Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2? And they did announce those for November. So I think that's a big one. Getting more from Koei Tecmo is big. That rhythm game that we all were interested in. Yeah, the easiest game ever because you're just pressing a button to match rhythms on various things. But yeah, for the most part, these shows have always been entirely aimed at the region that it's airing in. And every single time we have people come in and say, oh, there's nothing for me here. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's going to happen because they've literally just done their own big show in June, which is the main one. And then they actually had a fair amount at Gamescom with stuff like showing High on Life 2 and The Outer Worlds 2 and doing announcements during their 2 long streams. I think it's more a testament to just how much they have to show and talk about, where even something like the TGS stream, which was always just this small little thing that a handful of people would get up early in the morning to watch, still was this long and didn't drag on.
Yeah, it was fairly swift in its pace. It showed off some stuff, and from Xbox as well as Forza Horizon 6, you had some reminding folks that Fallout 76 exists. We saw a little bit about some of the Japanese themed maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which has a release date
on Winter's Burrow. So another Day 1 Game Pass game in November. That's 8 in October and 4 in November. And yet I still see on certain forums, man, they're really not investing much in Game Pass third parties anymore, huh? Because
that's really funny.
One of the main things about this show used to also be to get Japanese ports, they had to give Game Pass deals. And they don't have to do that as much, it seems, anymore. And so there was less added to Game Pass this year than there has been in pretty much any other year.
Even though Game Pass this year has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and for people that actually use the platform, there's too much to play. Like, there's just way too much. So please start pushing some of it off because we can't keep up. But people who don't use it and are just looking to shit on things that they don't actually care about will pretend like it's... And it was literally like Chris Charlotte puts out that quote, we've never invested more into Game Pass than we are now. And yet within a few days, people just completely forget it and move on because they don't actually care.
Yeah. Otherwise, Microsoft Flight Simulator gets a Japan World update. And Ninja Gaiden 4 deep dove into their difficulty settings and accessibility settings, whether you want to be absolutely punished.
It has Nick mode.
Yeah, or just fly through on easy. We also got some looks at things like Double Dragon Revive, Animo, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, 2D HD Remake, Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, Gungrave Gore, as Jesse mentioned. Bruce Lee is coming to Hitman today.
Weird one.
Yeah, that's a thing. Hotel Barcelona got a multiplayer trailer that's out tomorrow. Mistfall Hunter unveiled its second map. Still no date really on that.
No.
And yeah, Monster Hunter Stories is coming. We've got Project Evil Bane, 4-player action RPG combat.
You can play if you sign up in the Insider app, I think, on PC.
Yeah. There was a decent amount of stuff. Like, it wasn't
Animo,
a show for me.
Back again if you want to get your inner furry on. This one, you're not catching animals. You're becoming friends with them and using their powers and becoming them.
Yeah.
Very different.
Very different. But yeah, there you go. Tokyo Game Show, Forza Horizon 6. It's all happening. It's all fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to see more from Forza
There's-
Horizon next year.
There's too many video games coming up.
I love it.
People are
The
like,
pressure
oh,
is on.
Fable is delayed again, man. It's just over. It's like, you do realize they've got 15 other things. If it doesn't make 2026, it's probably fine. Like, most people aren't going to be able to get through everything. And I understand being really sad if a game you really want doesn't make it. Absolutely get it. But they are at the point now where they have so much coming out that they just kind of can't put all of it out at the same time over and over again. Even though they do chunks, like they're having 3 games next month, and then again to try and get ahead of Call of Duty, I'm sure. But yeah, like I think they said was it early next year, and everyone's been saying like first half for Forza, which then still leaves Gears Day, Clockwork Revolution, whatever Halo ends up being.
Fable,
there's just
bonkers.
there's just, and I'm missing things. I know there's so freaking much.
It's great. It's a great time. We're living in the golden age of awesome video games. Elsewhere, over on the Sony PlayStation side of things, they had a state of play where a whole bunch of cool video games were announced. A bunch of them are coming to Xbox.
And they did their tweet again.
For those that are interested. But we saw a new campaign trailer for Battlefield 6, which I thought was really, really neat.
And people
Flight
had
Simulator
previews
20...
of it.
I didn't see any. Didn't read a single one anywhere. You tell me if that was the case. I didn't see a single one.
IGN had one.
Oh, okay. Well,
IGN Battlefield 6 campaign preview. Battlefield 6 campaign preview. Chaos, destruction, and surprising variety. 10-minute long video. Yeah. They got to see it and play it.
Cool. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Elsewhere, Flight Simulator 2024 was announced for PlayStation. We saw more from Sony's first party. Saros.
Looks good.
Saros.
Yeah.
You know, looks good. Returnal 2, basically, but looks cool.
Returnal was very good, but it featured an old lady, like an older woman. And that generally probably hurt it. And so this really seems like a successor to it, though it is pretty different in some of its stylings and movesets and whatnot, but very similar in most other ways. And starring a guy, Raul Coley, who was Foz, among many roles. In Gears 5, he played him. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks really good. I really enjoyed Returnal, even though I didn't think Returnal was a great roguelite, because the runs could feel too similar with the builds. If they improve upon that and the way it all looks and plays and stuff by the time it comes to PC, or if I ever get a PlayStation 5, then yes, this is the main thing I'd want to play out of this show.
Yeah. We also saw a new trailer for Code Vein 2. We saw, I think it was a reveal of Chrono Script, The Endless End, which reminded me a lot of that other unique art style Metroidvania platformer one with the old guy.
The life of child abuse trailer one, the life of Goldman.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man. But Chrono Script looks pretty neat.
Quick shout out to PlayStation for doing timestamps. Thank you. God, that makes it easier.
We got what else did we get? We got a trailer for Crimson Desert, which continues to look absolutely fucking bonkers.
And not just a trailer, but a release date. Finally.
Yeah, March 19th next year.
We should be on the list. I would love to do that one. I really enjoyed the hour I got to play of it at Summer Games Fest. It was supremely deep, and you had to do some crazy button combinations to do all your moves, but when you pulled them off, it was physics and like elemental magic, friggin' wonderscape of crazy third-person action. Really enjoyed it.
Fun times. Yeah, we got a Deus Ex remastered trailer from Aspire.
Yeah, everyone was hoping Night Dive, but you know, I feel bad for Aspire sometimes, but also this, I don't think this, it's just a remaster, obviously. It's not a remake. So much like System Shock 2 versus System Shock 1, it can only change so much, though they did seem to miss some things. Like if you look, those freaking vending machines behind her did not change. They look the exact same. It's not, I wouldn't say it's bad overall. It's just a little disappointing.
Yeah. We got a Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition remastered announced trailer.
That's coming to Xbox as well. As
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
That game is famous for having some of the worst English dubs of all time.
I hope they keep them.
Me
They're always
too.
fun. We got a cool new God of War 20th anniversary DualSense controller, limited edition, with Kratos's face paint mark thing. Gran Turismo 7 got some Spec 3 announcement, an update, and they've sold 100 million units globally of the whole series, not of Gran Turismo 7, which is pretty impressive. I mean, and it also like it draws some contrast of like, you've got to wonder how many copies of Forza Horizon have been sold if that whole series since its launch. Because if they had 50 million players now in just the newest one, like Forza Horizon 6 is going to be enormous.
Yep.
Good God. But yeah, the big one that everyone's talking about from PlayStation side of things is, of course, Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac. Definitely the best trailer of the show, I think, was incredibly gory. Fully in on the M for mature rating there.
Only issue for me, I wish it was longer segments of gameplay. It was very cut heavy once they started showing the game. But he looks a little off to me. That doesn't look like what I think of Wolverine, but the action and the gameplay and everything is extremely what you think of as Wolverine. And it's funny because it's so over the top gory and ending like a big show for the biggest gaming company. And it's just insanely violent and gory at a time where if you have any boobs or dicks or any sex at all in your game, you can't sell. But you can have like nails through the head. That's probably what they're going to come for next. And they'll point to this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's obviously this is exclusive to PlayStation. This is not coming to your Xbox console, folks. It's a shame, but it is what it is. If you want to play,
it'll be a year to two for PC if it keeps up with Spider-Man.
Yep, maybe sooner if they want to maximize it for Disney or television.
Yeah, I think it was a little over. It was like a year and a half on Spider-Man, or a year and 3 months or something for 2, which was a lot faster than the other ones have been.
This makes me want to turn around and go like, why isn't Wolverine releasing on PC at the same time as PlayStation 5? Why aren't they maximizing on the money?
Yeah,
because the studio doesn't have the capacity to do it.
But Insomniac does their own ports. They're actually working with Nixxes on this one, I think, too, just right off the bat.
Well, that sounds like it might be faster then. But yeah, I mean, I looked at this. The only I guess problem or gameplay design challenge I think a Wolverine game would have is whether it will just become a naughty's button mash romp. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because
Wolverine doesn't have cool gadgets and stuff like that. He
jumps far, people. He cuts things up, and he hits hard, and he can heal. I'm curious if he's gonna heal like Marvel or the movies quick, where it's almost instant, or if it's more like the comics, where it still takes some time.
Yeah, depending upon the severity.
Like for video, getting like Jesus Christ, that is gory, which is great, but also I'm really curious. No, he's healing pretty damn quick. It's probably going to be more Marvel movie style. But yeah, I'm curious what like the health system ends up being, because obviously he's very different than most with the healing factor stuff. So I miss the blue.
Yeah,
I wish it was yellow and blue instead of yellow and black. That's about it. I only have minor nitpicks. Otherwise, it looked very good.
Yeah, it does look great. So yeah, good times. That's next year, fall 2026. So
yeah, Insomniac generally hits their targets pretty well.
Yeah, they're an efficient team. But yeah, overall, it's been a good week for video game stuff. PlayStation haven't stopped there. Ghosts of Yotei, which is out, I think, in a few days. For
1 week.
1 week. Wow, they were early reviews.
Yep,
those reviews.
You knew they're feeling good.
Yeah, and it's fairly positive across the board. If I look at the scores here on OpenCritic, let me sort them by highest to lowest.
There's only one below 8, and that is Eurogamer's 3 of 5. Everything else is 8 or above that I've seen, with many 10s.
Let's have a look. Game Rant, 10 out of 10. PlayStation Universe, 10 out of 10. Cog Connected, 100 out of 100. GameSpew, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Sector SK, 10 out of 10. 5 stars. VGC, 5 stars. Loot Level Chill, Andre Noob, 10, 10, 10, 5.
I always felt
9.7
bad
out
for
of 10.
Mr. Badbit. He didn't get it.
Oh,
Seems mean. I know.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
GameSpot, 9 out of 10. And if we look on the other end of the scale, yeah, Eurogamer, 3 out of 5.
It's very
Yeah,
pretty.
or some 7s. There are some 7s.
Oh, there
IGN
are now.
Italy, a 7.
Well, IGN US gave it an 8. Yeah, no, it looks great. I'm sure if it's one of those, if you like the first game, you're probably going to absolutely adore this. The first game was good. I enjoyed it. It is really funny that the overall arching plot is so similar to Shadows. I don't know if it turns out that way in practice, but like the whole you're going after this group and type of stuff felt very Shadows. It's funny how that happens. Yeah, this looks real nice. Very pretty.
Yeah. Good for them.
And the PS5 Pro version is supposed to be very good.
Nice. Yeah, I think Digital Foundry waxed lyrical about how good it is. In other reviews, over on Switch 2 and PC, Hades 2 is out today, I think, for everybody else.
Yeah, I can talk about that one.
Early access. So can I. I spent an hour or so playing it last night before I went to bed on my my existing ROG Ally.
Yeah,
X.
well, I've got like 30-something hours in it, with most of that being back up before it launched in early access.
Yeah. You know what? It's Hades. That's the thing for me. I'm playing it. I'm like, yeah, I've played this before. And it's got some new mechanics and it's got some new stuff. And I like it. And it's pretty. And it's
a 94 on Metacritic. I think it is now in the front runner for Game of the Year again.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a good year for Game of the Year. Like genuinely solid. Like,
Blueprints has no chance. Other than that, yes.
Blueprints has a chance at Indie Game of the Year for sure.
No, because they'll give that to Expedition 33.
I don't think that.
It isn't. Kepler Interactive is a collective of independent game developers. They do not have a big money publisher behind them.
It'll get nominated.
Baldur's Gate 3 should have been Indie of the Year. They are an independent $100 million+ budget team.
Wow. Yeah, I think there's a spirit to be taken in independent, and I wonder.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. Like, a lot of people also look at it as budget and team size, and not just But
are they owned by a big publisher?
Hades 2 is great. It's really good. It gets balls hard in the newer stuff I played, and supposedly the 1.0 stuff, adding in the very end of the game. Oh boy, it gets pretty crazy. Because Hades 2 is different in that you both, like, you're going down to the underworld, and you're also going up to Olympus. It's way bigger than you might think, because Hades 1 was obviously trying to get out of the underworld 10 times to cycle through beating Hades and getting through the story. And this one's structured differently and is bigger and is really good. I don't disagree with that 94. I gave it a 9 at early access launch when it was still missing like half the content it has now. It had a lot, but it didn't have nearly everything. And they added quite a bit before 1.0, and I would go in, I would check it out. And I could review it now if I just did some more runs and finish 1.0. But I'm going to wait for the Xbox version, which it was 11 months last time before it came to PlayStation and Xbox in the following
why aren't they
August.
releasing it all everywhere at once and maximizing their profit? Oh, wait.
Why aren't they doing this?
Oh, dear.
Come bet on sports.
Oh, dear. It's so silly. Anyway, yeah, it's cool. Elsewhere in news, there's a few other stories to still tackle here. Helldivers 2 is the latest title to join Microsoft's Stream Your Own Game Xbox Cloud Gaming service, indicating that perhaps PlayStation Studios is on board with such an endeavor.
You just get more money. It's just another platform to sell.
Yeah. It's cool. It joins, of recent memory, and this is off the top of my head, of bigger games. Borderlands 4, Chronos The New Dawn, Silent Hill F. I think Lego Voyagers join that service as well.
A lot of them join it shortly after launch.
Yeah, it's really good.
Sometimes
It's really good.
Silent Hill was actually like a few days before its full launch, but a day after its early access launch.
Yeah, that's good stuff. It's good stuff. So yeah, Helldivers 2 you can now play on the go if you own it.
Yep.
In other news, we saw a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And it's been in the news for multiple things over the last few days. We had their big multiplayer map reveal and general multiplayer breakdown. And when I say detail, proper amounts of ridiculous detail, like weapons, perks, every single map, including all of the previous COD maps that are being remade.
But I had most of that in my preview. I don't think people read it.
But I think they had pictures and everything on it.
I copied all my notes from those pictures at the event where I played this multiplayer. That's it.
You can't talk about it.
Say.
But they also showed off zombies
which I also
in more detail this week. So there's a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 info out there. I think it looks pretty good. I know everyone's pooping on it because it's got some futuristic robot-y things that some of it is in use in the military today, obviously, but it's further imagined as a bit along. Oh, Billy Coon.
Yeah.
What's the price?
All right. In Canada, it's 800 Canadian for the.
Hang on, wait. For the purpose of audio listeners, Bill Bicon has just leaked out the ROG Ally prices.
The ROG Ally regular in Canada.
Xbox Ally.
Yeah. The ROG Xbox Ally is available for pre-order already in Amazon Canada. It is $7.99 Canadian.
$7.99 Canadian
for the regular, the white Xbox Ally on Best Buy Canada.
Does that sound reasonable for Canada? I don't know what their dollar to pound conversion is.
GBP to CAD, it's almost 2-to-1. So if it was a direct from the 500 in UK that was leaked, that would be 930 Canadian if it was 1-to-1. So that is 130 less than a direct conversion.
Wow. So there you go. Bit of a deal. I think the US price is going to be rough for Americans, unfortunately. But yeah. Hearing £499 here in the UK for the standard Xbox Ally, which is pretty good. In all honesty, it puts it right up there with Switch 2. How much is Switch 2? $450. 449. Switch 2.
Yeah, just right? The Switch 2 without is $450 US.
Yeah, so
and that would convert to $575 US from Canadian. So it was going to be the 550 or 500. It's not far off. But also, it's one early pre-order. So we're probably going to have to wait and see. But anyways, Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty. So we've got zombies, we've got multiplayer. But also they've been in the news because of the increasing amount of noise being made by people that probably don't play Call of Duty.
Yep.
Making a fuss about the various ridiculous player skins like Beavis and Butthead, and
those were the Toon skins were the ones that really pushed it over. And I think those are the types of skins they won't do, but they're not going to get rid of the weird, silly ones that make sense within Call of Duty. Like they called out in their interview with Charlie Intel, which was up on Dexerto, they called out like the mannequin ones from Nuketown. Yeah, they're silly and they're stupid, but they make sense in Call of Duty because they're the mannequins from Nuketown. So things like that, they're going to keep doing. They're not going to go full milsim like Battlefield 6 is. And if Battlefield 6 wants to keep making money, it is going to go stupid over time. Every single one of these games does, because IP crossovers is what people who actually play these games and buy skins in them want. And they don't want those turned off, because if you give you a toggle to turn them off, they won't buy them, because then they know you won't see them, and they won't buy them. Is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, so I think they're rolling them back now, those kind of crazy skins, right? So
Yeah,
Treyarch
and they
aren't
said
gonna go as-
they've turned down multiple collabs essentially because
makes sense.
feedback and whatnot.
Random tangent, just because I've never seen this before, but I think it's very interesting and kind of very much shows Microsoft's new mindset in an interesting way. Xbox official account just tweeted this out about half an hour ago. I've sent it to you on
Yep, it's up.
Discord for you to show folks on the screen. This is a splash page for how you, a person that enjoys video games, can choose to engage with the Xbox ecosystem. I think this just shows in very clear ways the new mindset, right? Play Xbox across devices. You can play on console. You can play on PC. You can play on handheld, on a VR handset, directly on the TV, on your mobile, via the web browser. Here's all the ways you can go. And you can go and explore each of these things that shows you how you can go and play on all these different devices. Like, I understand and fully empathize with console tribalism. It was bled into me from a young age, all right? We've all gone through it. But as someone who just plays video games, how can you look at all of these options and go, oh, they're so shit and dead just because their hardware isn't selling? Like, I don't understand the mindset anymore from folks that just can't get with that program.
I've been dealing.
I just thought it'd be interesting.
I put a post about Flight Sim coming to PS5 on the r/Xbox subreddit, and people are like, "There's nothing to do with Xbox." Like, Xbox the platform, Xbox the publisher. That is what this subreddit covers. It covers everything they do, everywhere they do it, and people just keep jumping in. Like, yeah, people just cannot get used to this idea that it is not a console subreddit. It is a platform subreddit, and that platform is everywhere. Anywhere you can give them money is all they care about now. And that will always include hardware, because that's the way they make the most money and have their own cloud systems and all that shit anyways. Like, it's frustrating how long it's taking people to adjust to a thing that has been bashed into their brains for well over a year now. Like, ever since they called just four games an experiment. They always ignore the fact that the experiment went really well, and so now it's way more games. And everyone that yells full slate all the time, like, it'll never be that, because not every game makes sense. Not every game has people to bring it over. Not every game's going to sell that great. But, like, anything that makes sense, yeah, do it. Why not? Doesn't affect anyone. It's just more money back into the ecosystem to keep making more games and investing more.
Yeah. And like this like the phrasing on this little web page, this splash page, whether you're a console player, a PC player, a mobile player, all of the above, or something in between, we welcome you. With Xbox, every path leads to play. Yeah, all right. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Anyways, in other video game news, Borderlands 4 has been delayed indefinitely on Switch 2. There is no newly announced date. I hate using the word indefinitely because it carries a certain connotation, but technically it's the right word because no new date has been given.
I was going to show their trailer for the Switch 2 release, but this is not Switch 2 footage, so I'm not going to bother.
Right.
Because I saw it running on a Switch 2 when I was in their business center in Germany, and it did not look like that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Borderlands official account on social media shared the following information saying, "Greetings, Vault Hunters. We need to share that the release of Borderlands 4 on Nintendo Switch 2 is being delayed. We do not take this decision lightly, but are committed to ensuring we deliver the best possible experience to our fans, and the game needs additional development and polish time to do that. Our hope is to also better align with this release with the addition of cross saves, which we are working on and recognize is very important. We will update you all on the new release timing once we've fully adjusted our plans." They've cancelled all of the digital pre-orders today, according to Nintendo's policy, and they will happen automatically tomorrow. But you can go cancel it for yourself if you want. We greatly appreciate the feedback, support, and patience of our fans and community. It's truly what keeps us going. So, yeah, considering that there does seem to be some sort of pretty horrific memory leak on console, maybe that needs to be fully fixed up and identified and sorted. Who knows? but hopefully it will be announced sooner rather than later, and people can take Borderlands 4 on the go. But in between now and then, you'll be able to stream it on Xbox via the cloud. Anyways, other news, Annapurna was also another company that had a little showcase at Tokyo Game Show.
I wrote little showcase, even though it's not on the showrunner, and then you said it anyways. That's funny.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? They revealed 3 indie games in their own Annapurna showcase. We have Detopia, a puzzle adventure game that focuses on exploration and nuanced choices that uncover the human heart of this perfectly happy world as the narrative progresses. I think that the inkling here is that what if you're in a utopia but you're not happy? So there's a narrative to uncover there, but it looks pretty and nice and
I think
chill.
I'm on the right one.
Yeah, Detopia, kind of cel-shaded style.
Okay. I'm on the right one.
Art.
They don't have timestamps, unfortunately.
Yeah. There are individual trailers on XboxEra.com.
Don't care.
But,
nope. Hate it. Hate that website.
The next one in the list from these guys is People of Note. Now, this one did kind of make me prick up my ears a little bit. This is a musical action adventure RPG. A bold and wild musical narrative adventure told through the lens of a turn-based role-playing game.
She's got blue hair.
So not action adventure, turn-based. It's a full-fledged musical condensed into a video game. People of Note. I think this is a cool idea and a cool concept. I am super curious to see a little more.
And all of these games are coming everywhere.
Yes. And I think they described it as kind of K-pop Demon Hunters meets, like your classic turn-based RPG. That mileage may vary, but that's a kind of cool concept. So neat. And then the last one Annapurna revealed was Demi and the Fractured Dream, which according to the developers Yarn Owl is a tribute to classic action adventure games focusing on a nostalgic hack and slash combat, environmental puzzles and platforming.
Ocarina of Time.
Wrapped in a captivating narrative. So that's there as well. And I think it's playable. All of them will be playable for everybody attending in the Annapurna Interactive booth at Tokyo Game Show. So perhaps we'll see some previews from those. I'm not sure if there's an embargo for that, so I'm going to be quiet. There was a fourth thing that the lovely folks at Annapurna, because they're publishing a game that's coming to Game Pass next month. But we've already previewed it. So I don't feel like I'm really saying anything bad. They did offer an additional, gameplay section of Bounty Star, but they were like, "Hey, are you going to do this?" And I was like, "Honestly, we've already previewed it, and writing 2 previews is probably a bit much. We might as well just review it at this point. So we'd rather save the effort to do the review."
Ursel definitely review it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. He'll be all over that. So yeah, that's cool. In other news, as we wind up, last couple of news stories here now. RGG, the developers for Yakuza and all of those various spin-offs.
And this one is Yakuza, and it's not like a dragon because it is a remake of Yakuza 3, one game that everyone really wanted remade. Because while the story is great, it really needed a Kawami update because the gameplay and everything is pretty rough on their old engines and all that type of stuff. So it's a very happily received
complete remake.
Yeah, remake. And it needed it.
Yeah.
And it's getting new content as well. The Dark Yakuza 3 Gaiden Dark Ties. It's like you buy one, you get that.
It comes as a bundle.
Yeah.
Comes as a bundle, and Dark Ties focuses on Yakuza Kawami 3's villain as a prequel story as to how he became this arch rival for you in the main game. So they also showed off a little bit of that. What was it? Project Sentry? What's the actual name of it?
Stranger Than Heaven.
Stranger Than Heaven. That's it.
Looks great.
But that's a ways off.
Yeah. Yeah. And Virtua Fighter looks good.
They're
busy fellows over there.
Yeah.
Some people are upset that they took some character models and really changed them up. As you can see in chat.
We can see in chat after they messed up Rikia really bad. Okay.
Well, he was very ugly, and now he's handsome, and people don't like that.
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe he was always meant to be handsome, and this is his chance. All right. Last news story. And just a quick note: developers of Jump Space celebrated hitting 250,000 copies sold in early access, which is pretty impressive across Steam and Xbox Game Preview. They've shared some updates as to what's coming next, and that is things like melee combat. What else? Melee combat, new places to visit, new currency things to spend on in the hangar, tweaks and design fixes to the dart ship, which, as I commented on in the early access review, the dart ship is not intuitive to navigate and can frustrate. Like, you can get on the top or on the bottom, but there's only one airlock, and whoever's piloting has to stop, otherwise they'll just fly off and you can't get on. So not great. Hopefully they'll fix that up.
I just got an email from Sega about Virtua Fighter. I'll forward that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's it.
There's too many good games. That's the main thing we've learned today. There's too many good video games, and no one can keep up with all of them. But we are trying our best.
Yeah, we are doing our best.
I think
I'm working on a review right now, hopefully. On Xbox, hopefully.
Oh yeah. It works great for me, but I'm alone. It's not an online game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, arguably, I wasn't planning on really getting stuck in until the weekend, but yeah, need to hurry up with some.
They need to hurry up with the Xbox Ally pricing, which is supposed to hit today from Asus. I guess that's why they were leaving it for Asus to do.
Asus.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I will prepare a skeleton article ready to go, and I will try and stay up till 1 a.m.
So and then you'll start bombarding Asus and Xbox saying, please let us have review units. Please.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. We're just not that lucky.
We don't normally get, it's not even like, oh, how dare they not? It's just we know we're not normally on the list for Xbox hardware stuff. We never get the controllers or any of the swag boxes or anything like that. That's normally the influencer creator side of stuff. So it is what it is. But this would be press review units. So there's a chance, and that's why we'd even bother trying.
It's only so that we can really put it through its paces and then share with our community, like, do you want to buy this? Is it worth buying?
Yeah, it was like
what
with
are the
Borderlands,
caveats? What are the good bits?
You were able to talk about, I was able to talk about, it doesn't run on a Steam Deck. Sorry. Like that type of stuff. Yeah. We could let people know and get footage and stuff from it, which would be cool, but we will see.
And just as a bit of housekeeping as well, I have already reached out to our community. So you might remember months and months back, several members of our community, along with one of our staff writers, Cengiz, got together and worked on a massive, like, hey, there's way more Play Anywhere games than you actually think. And it prompted Xbox to actually update and label things correctly in their store. Such was that good work. We want to kind of get ahead of the game here. I don't know Microsoft's plans in terms of adding a tag on their store for handheld verified games as to, this will play great on an Ally or whatever. I don't know what their plans are for adding a tag for stream your own game.
It's just there already. So there is a way we can figure out friggin' whatever heck his name is there. I can remember. Strawman on the Discord said, like, writing a script to yoink Xbox Cloud streaming, but ignore ones that also say Game Pass. And that's how you would know it's stream your own game.
Yeah. So we're looking to build that functionality into our day one web app, which is basically an online repository connected to our forums, connected to our website, that lets you kind of filter and search for your co-op game or, you know, a handheld verified game. Some of that work we appreciate we're going to have to do manually. And I've asked for some volunteers on our Discord to help maintain this application. Back in contact with our web developer, to see if we can make these changes and update this and give it a refresh so that we can be ready as a resource for the Xbox community to track what they want to pick up, what's working, what isn't. And we're also going to, you know, if we're lucky enough to be able to get our hands on some of this stuff, we're also going to try and, you know, bring some of that into our reviews. So, hey, we're reviewing this game. We've tested it on here. You know, here's how it looks, and we'll try and include some of that footage going forward. So big plans, whether they'll all come to fruition is up to some debate. I do like my plans. And yeah, October is a tricky month. Like, somehow all of this is getting done. And I've just had an email. My house contracts are apparently in. which means that my moving date is imminent. It's getting real.
It's a good thing then that I have the 2 longest reviews probably to do.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing the short games.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it from us for today and this episode of Headlines. As always, everything we do is supported by our wonderful community, particularly our patrons. So if you want to become one of those awesome people, genuinely think about it. If you saw me or Jesse or Nick or any of the team in a bar, would you buy us a drink? If the answer is yes, consider subscribing. It's the best way to keep us alive. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. If the answer is no, I understand.
Subscribe
I have
anyways.
a punchable face. We'll be back on Saturday with the XboxEra Mainline podcast with Nick once again. Be sure to tune in live at 10:30 in the evening UK time. That is, what is that?
5:30
5:30
US Eastern.
US time.
And we're almost to the point where we're not going to be in sync, which is always annoying on the time zones.
Daylight savings is coming for you, bro. But yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Ciao for now.
We listen to the tales and romanticize how we'd follow the path of the hero. Boast about the day when the river's overrun, how we rise to the height of our halo. Listen to the tales as we all rationalize our way into the arms of the Savior, feigning all the trials and the tribulations. None of us have actually been there, not like you. Ignorant siblings at the congregation gather around spewing sympathy. Spare me, none of them can even hold a candle up to you. Blinded by choice, these hypocrites won't see. But enough about the collective Judas, who could deny you were the one who illuminated your little piece of the divine. And this little light of mine, a gift you passed on to me, I'm gonna let it shine to guide you safely on your way. Your way. Go down without you to guide them all to Zion. What are they gonna do when the rivers overrun, other than tremble incessantly?